All right, let's start with some breaking updates which have just come in from the tiny nation of Maldives, where a state of emergency has been declared in Maldives for the next 15 days by President Abdullah Yameen as the political crisis is deepened in the country amidst a tussle between the president and the Supreme Court. Now, as Maldives security forces broke into the Supreme Court late last night, the police have confirmed that two of the country's four topmost Supreme Court justices have been arrested. The Supreme Court justices were taken out of the capital Malé and have been moved to a detention facility. And this is the second time in 3 years that a state of emergency has been declared in the country. The joint opposition parties, however, have said that they do not accept the state of emergency as it is unconstitutional and that the reason that's been cited by the president does not fit with any definition of a justifiable cause stated in the constitution. The parties have also added that the constitution does not allow the suspension of the judiciary and the parliament even during a state of emergency. And this comes after the Maldivian government has refused to comply with the Supreme Court order on the release of the political prisoners, including former President Mohammad Nasheed and 8 other MPs. The tensions and protests have been spilling onto the streets of the capital Malé. The United Nations and several nations have urged the Maldivian government to respect the court order, but the government, led by President Abdullah Yameen, has refused to budge from its position, saying that they do not believe that the Supreme Court ruling to release the political prisoners can in fact be implemented. Now, the opposition, in the meantime, has hinged its hopes on Mohammad Nasheed, who remains in exile. He's speaking out through the international press and social media and has described the current situation as a coup that has taken place in his country. Now, Nasheed says that the refusal to comply with the Supreme Court is tantamount to a coup by Abdullah Yameen, and also President Yameen must resign on the back of the developments that have taken place in the small island nation of Maldives. Meanwhile, it is an all-out war between the Maldivian President Abdullah Yameen and the judiciary. The government claims that the releasing of the opposition leaders will result in numerous legal challenges. In response, the Supreme Court has issued a new release and has said that there are no obstacles in the implementation of the ruling. It has also advised the Maldivian government to comply. Now, amidst this backdrop and amidst this back and forth which is going on in Maldives, according to reports that have come in, Yameen is looking to sack the Supreme Court judges, including the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Abdullah Saeed.